lovely colouring friends, my name is Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Did you know that Cleopatra actually lived closer in time to us now than she did to the building of the pyramids? That is just like, that blows my mind, because you always associate ancient Egypt, Cleopatra, pyramids, but they were built I think about 5,000 years or so before she ruled Egypt, and we are only 2020 years, well, 2000-ish years since. Actually, I don't know the timing. Disregard the timing. But yes, she lived closer to our time than to the building of the pyramids. So I think that's very interesting. Excuse me. So today is my completed pages video. And I have a confession to make. I overdid it this month. I committed to too many body colours, decided I wanted to colour too many mermaid pages, and I have I've coloured a lot of pages, but towards the end of the month I was sort of forcing myself to colour rather than enjoying it. And I also am in a lot of physical pain in my neck and shoulders, and I think that's from colouring too much. So yeah, I thought I had learnt my lesson in December, but turns out I hadn't, and I did the same thing. So I have decided that in June, I am not going to be doing any body colours. I will do my Ivy and the Inky Butterfly double page spread that I do every month. That is a body colour, but other than that, I'm just going to colour when and if I feel like it, rather than putting pressure on myself. So that's that. Let's get into the pages and buckle up because it is a long video. But as I have done for the last couple of months, I'm going to insert a slideshow here of all my completed pages. So if you're only interested in seeing the actual page and not know all the information, you can just do that. So here's the slideshow. Okay, so for those of you who want to find out all the information about what I used on the pages, stick around because that is what I will do now. I hope that you enjoyed the slideshow. So, first up is Disney Portraits. This is the, oh, wrong way. This is the Small Squares book. And I have coloured a few pages in here. First up is Mike Wazowski. And this was for a scavenger hunt prompt in the Facebook group that Disney Meg's Colouring and I co-host together. The group is called Colour With Us, and there is a link in the description below if you would like to join us. We'd absolutely love to have you. And yeah, we do prompts every week as part of our scavenger hunt. We do one Disney prompt and one just general prompt, and Mike was one of our Disney prompts. So for this I used my Inktense pencils and my Pentel Dual Metallic pens for the outline of the M. Let's see if I can get it to catch the light. It's a bit of a grey day here in Sydney today, so there's not much light, but I think you might have been able to see that. And then the next one in here was also for the scavenger hunt, and it's Kristoff from Frozen. And I have done some sparkles on this as well in these diamonds here. And again, I use my Inktense pencils and my Arteza White pen and my Sakura Stardust pen for the sparkly bits that aren't sparkling. Well, they are in real life, but just not coming up very well on camera. Then next up is Miss Ariel. Of course, being Mermaid, Ariel is one of our prompts as well, as was Mermaid. So I did this for a 2-in-1. So this is Inktense pencils, Crayola Colours of the World pencils, my Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic pens, and that looks like it. Actually, I think I might have based her in Tombow marker and then used the Colours of the World pencils. So there's Miss Ariel. And then the last one in this book was for another scavenger hunt prompt, and that was Baloo from the Jungle Book. So here he is. Again, I've used my Inktense pencils, my Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic pens, and the Anko metallic dot markers just around the place. And there's some sparkle. So yes, so there we have those ones. Next up we have the Disney Girl Power Pixel Magic book. And this is one of my books to focus on this year. And so I have done a couple of pages. I finished this one of Helga from Atlantis. I had started her in April and finished her this month. And I used a combination of my Life of Colour and my Artex acrylic paint markers. And then I also did Anna, and that is the same combination of markers as well. So there we go. Next up, I have actually done a few mandalas, and in this book, my aim is to use the Sarah Renae Clark color cubes and start at palette number 1 and mandala number 1 and then go through colouring each mandala with a different colour palette. So this is the first one I did this month. Oops. And it is with Copic markers and a metallic gel pen. And then I did this one. This one is just all Copic markers. And then I did this one, which again is all Copic markers, and I'm really intrigued by this colour palette. It's so unusual, but it still works. So that's palette number 14, if you're looking to find it. And then that's all I did this month in that book. Then next up is a book that is from Maida Podmaiersky, I think is how you say her name. And she has created these beautiful illustrations. The book is called Winter Volume 4, and this is the page I completed. It is a grayscale book, so that helps with the colouring a lot. But I used my Copic markers and my Stardust Sakura pen on this section here to get some sparkle. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of felt like I maybe did her cheeks and her nose too pink, but you know, she's outside in the cold, so maybe it's okay. So yeah. Then next up, did I do a page in here? Yes. So this is the new Chris Renae's Morning Scribbles number 3 book. I bought the PDF and had it printed, and then I actually coloured a couple of pages before I got the book. So I printed them myself. I coloured this little butterfly. So I've just stuck it in on the same page. I didn't cut the page very well, but that doesn't matter. So I coloured this for Spicy Cat Colours, Spicy Cat Buddies hashtag. And the prompt was butterfly and bonus points for a monarch butterfly, which is why I coloured it this way. But I just think it's adorable. Look at his little butt. And he's on the butter. He's a butterfly. Just really, really, really cute. And then where's the other one? Here. So this one you would have seen me colour on screen. I'll link up in the description the video that was for, and that was for Bee Day, World Bee Day. So I coloured this with my Copic markers, and I used my Stardust pen for his stinger and to outline the wings. This book is just adorable. A flip through will be coming, so keep your eye out for that. Then next I coloured in I Love You a Lottle, a kawaii axolotl colouring book from Coloured Caramel. And this was another untouched book that I got coloured this month. And I coloured this page here. And they're just super cute. Little axolotls and hearts. And what's not to love? I coloured it using my Copic markers and then my Arteza white pen and some metallic dot markers around the edges. So very, very cute. And it's great to get another book coloured in. This was also an untouched book, and I coloured the title page. And again, in the Facebook group that Megan and I host, every Tuesday we do Title Page Tuesday, and encourage people to colour in their title pages or information pages, or any page really that isn't just a standard colouring page. So I did this one here, and it is coloured with my Copic markers, Arteza white marker and Posca metallic gold marker for the door hardware. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then again, for another prompt, we had kite. So I coloured this page for that prompt. I used my Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayon in the background, and then Copic markers and Arteza white marker for this one. It's a very cute little donkey. Adorable. I'm really loving the Camellia Angelcova miniature books. Oh, and yes, it's 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camellia Angelcova. Then I did a mandala in another Camellia Angelcova book, which is 50 Stylish Mandalas, and I coloured this for Disney Meg's Colorings hashtag that is Meg's Disney Mandala Challenge. I think that's correct. And I coloured this one here, and the character, so the idea is every month Meg will choose a Disney character, and we use the colours of their clothing or just their character to colour a mandala. So this month was Snow White, and so these are her colours. I used my Copic markers and my Pentel Hybrid dual metallic pens. So that was a lot of fun. There we go. So this is the Raider Prince book, Adorable Girls. You can buy this book on Amazon, but she also sells these as PDF printables in her Etsy shop. I actually have both because I love her illustrations. So this is the page I completed. It's for the Nurma colouring prompt brown hair purple lipstick for May, and I chose a picture that looked a bit like a mermaid, or at least went with the idea of mermaid. So I used my Copic markers and my Pentel dual metallic pens and my Arteza white marker, and I think I might have also used some dragonfly glaze on the water and the bowls. So, oh, and I used my clear Sakura glaze pen on her lips to make them shiny as well. But I really like how this one came out. I really like using this book for the hair and lipstick prompts each month as well. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Next we have Maria Troll's Universum. And this was an untouched book until this month when I coloured this page here. So this was a buddy colour with my beautiful friend Jody from JI Colorist, and it was also, I also coloured it for a prompt by I think it was Country Atelier Road or Country Road Atelier or something like that. I should have written it down, but I didn't. But she had 4 prompts for throughout Mermaid. The hashtag is Mermaid Across the Seas. And week 4 was the Dead Sea. I will try and remember to insert the inspiration images that she supplied. And then I used that to colour this using those colours. So I used my Artex pencils, the Pentel dual metallic pens, my Arteza white marker, and then the Dragonfly glaze on her tail. So there we go. You can see that it has a bit of a shimmer and a color shift there. And I'm really, really happy with how this page turned out. I am not... Sorry about that. For some reason, my camera just stopped recording. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this page turned out. These are not colors I would usually choose. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. Oh, and before I forget, here's Jody's beautiful colouring page. She actually used my AC Palette Challenge palette for this page, and it's so colourful and happy, and I really, really love it. So thanks for colouring with me, Jody. Then we have another Camellia Angel Cover book, 50 Prehistoric Miniatures. And I coloured this page on screen for my Megs and Manda's colouring challenge, where my mum chose 5 random markers for me to colour a page, and this is the result. So I will link to that up in the description. It's a bit of a fun video, and yeah, it's not what I would have done if I was choosing markers, but I think I did pretty well. So yeah, there's that one. And another one, 50 Mythical Miniatures, which I have a flip through of on the channel, which I will link to up in the description. And again, this was for Title Page Tuesday, and I coloured in the title page. So I used my Copic markers, my Pentel dual metallic, and my Arteza white marker for that. And that's all I did in that one this month. Just make sure my pile isn't going to fall off the table. And then there is A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. And again, for Title Page Tuesday, I coloured this double page using my Bic intensity markers and my Tombow markers. And then I water activated them for the background and used my Arteza white marker, my Sakura clear marker, and it looks like perhaps Winsor & Newton iridescent medium for the bubbles. So that's really happy and bright and cheery. Quite like that. And then I coloured this page with Lora from Kaleidoscopic Colours. And this was coloured again for a Mermaid prompt, which was by the same Mermaid prompt, Mermaid Across the Seas, but this one was for the Mediterranean. So I will insert that inspiration image here. And as you can see, I have used those colours. And again, they're not colours I would necessarily usually choose, but I'm really quite happy with the outcome. In the background, I have used my Neo Colour 2 crayons, my Artex pencils, and then the Arteza white pen, and the Winsor & Newton iridescent medium, and the dual metallic pen as well. And here is Lora's beautiful page. It's just so cute. I love the colours she's chosen, and it's just lovely. So thanks so much, Lora, for colouring with me. It was a lot of fun. Then I have this page here that was a buddy colour with Amanda at Downy Amanda, and I used my, I'm not sure what I used for the background. It might be gelatos. I think I used my gelatos and water activated them. And then I used my Inktense pencils, my Artex pencils, Stickles, and Arteza white pen. Let's see if we can get the Stickles glistening. I also used some metallic watercolor paint. So that was a whole lot of fun. And this is Amanda's page, which is really bright and colourful too. It's really, really lovely. So thank you, Amanda, for colouring with me. It's a lot of fun. And then one more in this page. This one was actually a buddy colour with Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love, and we chose 2 pages a couple of months ago, and I don't know if it was me or her, one of us coloured the wrong page, and then I had this coloured too early, so I actually coloured it in April, but it is for May, and I used my, this is for her Mayo in March to May, I think, hashtag. I used my Tombow and Bic intensity markers, my Artex pencils, and my Arteza white marker, and then I think it's Winsor & Newton iridescent medium for the bubbles. So that is a lot of fun and very colourful. And here is Jamie's page, which is bright and colourful and beautiful as well. So thanks for the buddy colour, Jamie. It was a lot of fun. So that is it for A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Then we have the world's tiniest little colouring book. So Lulu Mayo books are a smallish size, but look at how small this one is. It's teeny tiny. So it is called Miniatures, and it reminds me of the miniatures that you would see painted or illustrated back in the Victorian and Edwardian times. And I bought this as I was influenced by Pixie because it's just such an adorable book. So I coloured this page here. Let's see if I can squish it down more. And I coloured it again for a prompt in our Facebook group, which was curls. So she's got curly hair. And yeah, so I used my, this is a Tombow marker, and then the Neo Colored 2s, water activated. Actually, no, this is Artex pencils that I used Gamsol to smooth out, and then Artex pencils on the rest. So it's very sweet. I'm looking forward to colouring more in this book. Even though it's tiny. Then we have, whoa, we need to come out a long way. We have the Frogs and Friends colour along page for May. And so this is Chris Roniak's Morning Scribbles Frogs and Friends edition, and this hashtag Frogs and Friends colour along, Megan and I co-host. And the page that we chose for this month was this one with the kitty. So little Jeremiah, as I have called him, and Kitty are playing. Kitty's in a box, Jeremiah's in a can, and there is a spilt drink there. So I used my gelato in the background, Copic markers, and then I think this is what's it called? Sakura Glaze, Posca Metallic, and then glossy accents on the eye highlights there. So I was really happy with how that one came out. Then this is for another hashtag, which is Grogu in 2022, run by Johanna. And this has been carrying on from last year, and every month she chooses a page in The Way Home by Morgan O'Brien, and we all colour it. So this is the page she chose. And then it is also, she also runs another hashtag called Morgan O Colour Challenge, and she chooses a colour each month, and the colour for May was purple, so I chose to incorporate it into this picture as well. So I've used my Copic markers and various metallic pens and the purple Sakura Glaze pen for his cup so that it is glossy. And yeah, I think it's really cute. We're getting closer and closer to finishing this book, which is a whole lot of fun. Then the next book is, the next book is 50 Ocean Miniatures by Camellia Angel Kova, and I coloured this page here, and I coloured it using the colour palette, the AC Palette Challenge colour palette. So this is it here. Please excuse the bipping in the background. I've used my Tombow markers, water activated, in the background, then Copic markers and Arteza white marker, and then some Dragonfly Glaze for the tail, the mermaid tail, there we go, and the bubbles. I've also used my Sakura Glaze, clear glaze pen on the eyes, and yeah, it's fun. This is one of the first pages I did for the month, and I'm really happy with it. Next up is a buddy colour in Meine Reise durch Europa, which is My Tour Through Europe by Rita Berman. And it was buddy colour with Lisa from Lisa Cotter Art and Design, Art and Colouring. And we did this page here, which is the suitcase. So they're getting ready to go on their big European adventure. And I did the background in Neo Colour 2s, and I wanted it to, I've kind of decided that each different section in the book I'm going to use similar colours. So I had already done this double page earlier in sort of, I guess, the pre-travel section. And so I wanted it to be similar. I didn't use the purple, I just used the other two colours of the Neo Colour 2s. And then I used my Artex pencils, I just have been using them so much. Different metallic pens and glaze pens, and I'm really happy with it. You can kind of see different bits of shine and metallic and glossiness in different places. And this is Lisa's beautiful page. So yeah, lots of fun. Lisa and I are going to continue to colour in this book together, which will be really great. So thank you, Lisa, for another great buddy colour. Then we have this Japanese Winnie the Pooh colouring book. And I did a page in here for another prompt in our Facebook group, which was for Kanga. So I did this page. Let's zoom out a bit. Oh, maybe not that much. So it's Kanga and Roo. And I wanted to keep it really light and whimsical. So I used some gelatos to do these circles in the background. And then my Artex pencils and my Sakura Stardust pen to make these little daisies a bit shimmery, but it seems like even the ones down the bottom, seems like it's sort of absorbed some of the shimmer in the paper. And I've noticed some paper does that. You kind of just don't get the shimmeriness that you need. Like it goes on and then it kind of soaks in and isn't shimmery anymore. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how that page turned out. Next up is a page in Camilla Derrico's pop manga Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures. And I coloured this as a buddy colour with beautiful Erica from Elm Colours. This is my page. I did various gelatos in the background, and then I used my Brutfina Macaron pencils and my Crayola Colours of the World pencils, and then also the, what's it called? Winsor & Newton Iridescent Medium for the bubbles. So yeah, I'm really happy with this page. And this is Erica's stunning page. She's used such vibrant colours. It's just very, very beautiful. So thank you, Erica, for colouring with me again. It's always a pleasure to do a buddy colour with you. Then we have Sea of Colours, and I've coloured a few pages in here. So this is Angela Gonzalez's Sea of Colours colouring book, and first up is this page that I did as a buddy colour with the lovely Lora at Duke Wife over on Instagram. I used my Copic markers on this one, and Artex pencils and a few different metallic gel pens as well. So let's see if we can get some of the shimmer happening. There we go. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And this is Laura's beautiful page. She has such a beautiful way of colouring. I love it. So thank you so much, Lora, for colouring with me. Next up is this one here. This is another buddy colour with I and My Pets 2. So that was a, sorry, my brain's gone blank. Yes, another buddy colour. And I used my Neocolor 2s and Inktense pencils, and again various metallic pens, and I've also used stickles and the Winsor & Newton iridescent medium on this as well. Lots of sparkle and shine. And this is Kim's beautiful page. So lovely. Thank you so much, Kim, for colouring with me. It was our first buddy colour, so that was lots of fun. And then this one is our Sea of Colours colour along page. So for this one, it was a bit different because sorry, everything's in the way. She's on grass, she's not in the water, so it was a bit different. But I used my Inktense pencils and Arteza white marker and various metallic pens on this as well. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure about this one because the colours are quite different to what I usually use, but I think it's growing on me. And at the beginning of June, I will put together a slideshow of everybody's colour pages from my colour alongs. So that will be fun to see. So that's Sea of Colours. And we keep going. So, next we have Marlon Tunison, is that how you say it? Dreamy Chibi's colouring book. I did a body colour in here with Liz from Liz at Home on Instagram and YouTube. And we did this page here of the mermaid in a bottle. And I'm not the best at colouring water or glass, so I tried to find a few reference pictures and I think I did okay. But yeah, it's something I want to work on, that's for sure. But yeah, I used my Copic markers, my Arteza white marker, and some metallic gel pens as well. I could have covered the whole bottle in glossy accents or something, I guess, but I wanted to try and do it with colouring techniques to make it look like glass. I think I did okay. And here is Liz's beautiful page. I think she did a great job. I really love the colours that she's chosen. So thank you, Liz. Another great buddy colour with you. Yeah. Then we have A Million Unicorns by Lulu Mayo. And this one, I'm pretty sure, yep, I coloured this for Title Page Tuesday over on the Facebook group, and also for Liz at Home's hashtag Pretty in Pastel April to June 2023. Actually, a few of these pages I did for that, anything that was pastel colours. Yeah, so I used my Tombow markers, some activated with water, some not, and different gel pens and gelatos for the background. So there's some glitter and shimmer, and they're just very cute little mermaid unicorns and chubby unicorns. They're just very cute. I love them. Next up is Portrait of the Mermaid, and this is a pocket-sized book by Sarah Burrier, and I did a couple of pages in here. The first one here is a buddy colour with Kristina from Kristina's Art Corner, and she kind of felt like a bit of a hippie mermaid to me, so I chose really earthy colours. And again, it's not a typical palette that I would choose, but I really quite like how it turned out. I used my Copic markers and some metallic Posca, and then some glaze pen down on her tail here. Yeah, I really quite like how it turned out, even though it's very different for me. And this is Kristina's beautiful page. They turned out so different, but I just love that when that happens in buddy colours. Thank you, Kristina. It was a fun buddy colour. And then the next one I did was for Erica at Elm Colours Mermaid Colour Along 2023, and she also provided various prompts. And for week 1 it was a dark mermaid, and that is so far out of my comfort zone, but I decided I wanted to give it a go, and this is the result. I used black acrylic paint in the background and then went over it with my metallic or iridescent gelatos, and then I used my Artex pencils and some metallic gel pens and glaze, Sakura glaze pens as well. So yeah, very, very different for me, but I think it turned out okay. Then we have Ivy and the Ink Butterfly by Johanna Basford that Disney makes colouring, and I have been colouring from beginning to end. Each month we do a double page spread. When she's able to, Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love also joins us, and we will also be having a new person join us from June. So welcome, Diane, and that will be a lot of fun. So the double page spread we did this month was this one here. And yeah, so it was lots of flowers, and I have been trying to kind of keep things consistent. So you can see on this page here, I did these flowers sort of like a white soft peachy color, so I decided I would do the same here. And then there were a few flowers that were slightly different, so I did those blue, and these ones look like cherry blossoms to me. So that's how I colored them. The background, I chose the tealy color because Megan had actually already colored hers, and I really loved her background, so I was inspired by that. But I do have a set color palette as well that I use for these books, and it fit with that. I've also added some, so I used my Artex, no, I used my, yes, I did. I used my Artex pencils. And then I added some little metallic bits on this page. I'm sorry for all the noises today. Just seems like everything's happening at once, but I just want to get this filmed. I used my Sakura black glaze for the ink trail from the butterfly, some Posca gold pen, some dragonfly glaze for the butterfly and the bee wings, and I really like the outcome. It did also help that I didn't have to like full-on colour every single flower. Yeah, so next month is this page, and I think it will be a lot of fun, a bit different from the last few. So yeah, I'll be colouring that in June. Oh, and here is Megan's beautiful double page spread. She spent a lot of time colouring all those flowers, and flowers are not her favourite thing to do, so well done, Meg. You did a great job. Then we have Disney The Best of the Grand Classics, colour by number book, and I did this page here, and this was a bit of an accident actually, because I was doing a buddy colour with someone, and I thought it was this page in this book, but it's a very similar page in a different book. So I kind of almost did the same page twice, but that's okay. So this is done with my Life of Colour and Artex, what do you call them? Acrylic markers, and my Arteza white marker as well. But yeah, it turned out well. It just was not the page I was supposed to colour. So there's that. The page I was supposed to colour is in the Girl Power Colour by Number book. I might just zoom out a bit. And it was this page here, and as you can see, it was very similar, but not exactly the same. And this was a buddy colour with Cindy at Cindy Peel 1 over on Instagram. So this is my page, and this is Cindy's beautiful page. Thank you for asking me to buddy with you, Cindy. It was a lot of fun. Then I did another buddy colour in Seasons, Colour by Number, and it was this page here, and I coloured it with Michaela Renae, and I coloured it for the Pixie's Disney prompt, which was one of the little devil guys from Hercules, but I didn't have any, well, I couldn't find any pictures that I had of them, so I did Hercules himself. And I used a mixture of my Arteza and Life of Colour paint pens and the Arteza metallic for the detail on his headband and his chest plate. And this is Michaela's beautiful page. Thank you for colouring with me again, Michaela. It's lots of fun. And yes, my friends, we are still going. Ugh, I'm finding it hard to reach them. Okay, so in Disney Stained Glass, I did, don't know where we came from, I did this page here as a buddy colour with Nicky at Knick Knack Colours, 78 over on Instagram. And yeah, it's a stained glass of Ariel and Flounder. And I'm pretty happy with it. I tried to get a bit of a gradient going in the background. It's not super successful, but it's fine. And here is Nicky's beautiful page. So thanks again, Nicky, for colouring with me. It's always fun to do a buddy with you. Then we have, in the Disney Princess colouring book that no one outside Australia seems to be able to find, unfortunately, I did a double page that was actually a long time whip that I finished. And I coloured it for Spicy Cat Disney's colouring prompt, which she chooses randomly with a spinner. And in Mermaid, the spinner decided to choose Ariel, or the Little Mermaid. So you couldn't have planned that if you tried. So yeah, I finished this off. I used my Neocolor 2s in the background. Originally, I used my Derwent Studio pencils, and then I also used my Crayola Colours of the World and my Artex pencils. Then I used my, sorry, there's so many books, my brain's just going dead. My Arteza white marker, some Posca metallic and metallic watercolor paint for this stripe and the shell. And then I think, yes, I also used dragonfly glaze on her tail. So I threw everything I had at this page. But I really love the sketchiness of the illustrations and really, really enjoyed colouring it. And I don't know if you can see, but I used so many different colours in her hair and just did lots and lots of lines to look like hair rather than colouring it in solid. So I really, really enjoyed that. And it's nice to have a whip finished. I don't have many whips actually. I like to get them done. So next up is Aria Veil, and we are so close to finishing this book. Pixie from Pixie's Projects has a hashtag complete Aria Veil, and she chooses a page every month. We colour that page, and yeah, the aim is to eventually complete the book. So for this month, I colour this page. And I posted it on Instagram and asked people to see if they could see the mistake I made. So I'm going to leave it there for a second and see if you can see the mistake. Can you see it? So the mistake I made is the little board here says that there's berries and apple juice. But I coloured all the apples as oranges before I realised that. So they're orange apples, I guess. But yeah, so anyway, it's not that big a deal. I used, I think I used Neo 2s in the background, Copic markers, different metallic pens, my Artiso white marker. But yeah, I also did gloss on all the oranges. It's going to pick it up to make them look like they're shiny. But yeah, do we only have one page left? I think we might only have one page left. Although I have, no, two. And I've also coloured an extra page because there was, yeah, anyway. So only 2 pages left and this book will be done. Yay! Next we have Under the Ocean, another colour by number Disney book, and I coloured this page here, and I just coloured it for a bunch of different hashtags and used again a combination of my Artex and Life of Colour metallic acrylic markers. They're very cute. I think it's from The Little Mermaid 2. I'm not sure because I haven't seen it, but it's very sweet. Then we have 2 more books and then some PDFs. Okay, so Houses number 2 by Gabby Wolf. I coloured this page here, and this was for a prompt in our Facebook group as well. The prompt was path, so I used my Copic markers and various metallic pens and glaze pens and white pens and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of fun. Quick and simple colour. But that was previously untouched, so that's another one that is done, which is great. And this one as well. So this is Square Mysteries, a pixelated Disney book, Princesses and Fairies, Disney, and I coloured a body colour with Cathy from Spicy Cat Colours. We decided again to do a pixel page, because she has a pixel book that she's focusing on this year, and I do too, but I decided, because this one was Ariel and it was Mermaid, that I'd do this, and it means that I actually have another book coloured in that wasn't previously coloured in before. And these are my Life of Colour and Artex acrylic markers, paint markers, and yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. And this is Cathy's fun pixel page. Yeah, whole lot of fun. Thank you again, Cathy, for colouring with me. Okay, so that was the last book, and now I have to grab my PDFs because they've fallen off the table. Okay, so I keep my PDFs in my little Winnie the Pooh little folder. And the first one is this one, which I coloured for Disney, for Pixie's prompt, which is colouring for David's birthday, 2023, I think, or maybe it was just colouring for David's birthday. And David is Pixie's partner, and it's his birthday in June, so he is, you know, in the background of her channel and does a lot with her and for her, and so she wanted to do something nice for him and have people colour some of his favorite things, and he really loves Star Wars, so I found this PDF online. Oops, too far. And printed it out and coloured it in. It's all different Star Wars characters, and I'm really happy with how I ended up doing their lightsabers. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. And you know, I did some light reflection from the colour, which isn't something I've ever really done before, so that was a whole lot of fun. And I hope David has a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and thank you for all that you do for our wonderful Pixie. So there's that one. Then this was a buddy colour with Liz from Liz at Home. I coloured it in pastels for her Pretty in Pastel hashtag, and I used Copic marker in the background, and then I used and to base it all, then I used my Brut Thinner Macaron pastel pencils, some 3D pearl for the pearls in her hair and her earring, and then some Sakura Stardust to add some shimmer to her tail and on her top. And I also gave her like some shimmery freckles, and a bit through her hair and a bit on the fish. I don't know if it's picking it up. Oh, maybe there. But yeah, very pretty. And this is Liz's beautiful page. Oh dear, it sounds like someone's doing some construction. Let's try and get through this quickly. So this is actually a Mariola Budek PDF from her My Little Mermaid PDF book. And then from the same book is this page here. I coloured this for Erica from Colors Arctic Mermaid prompt. So I tried to make it look cold and icy. It also works for Liz's pastel hashtag, and I used my Inktense pencils and Copic markers and stickles to add a whole lot of sparkle and glitteriness. Okay, we're almost there. This is for Disney Meg's Coloring's ABC Colour Challenge. She chose the letter K for May. As you would have seen, quite a number of our Facebook group prompts started with the letter K. And then she also chooses a book out of the Disney French alphabet book to do with that letter. And she chose this Christophe page. So I have coloured that with my Artex pencils, metallic watercolour paint, Copic markers, and a few metallic pens as well. And yeah, so there's that page. And then is this the last one? Yay, this is the last one, everyone. So this was a buddy colour with Megan. It's out of the Mystic Art Mirrors colouring book. I can't remember which one it is. Fairy Tales or something like that. But yeah, Megan and I did this as a buddy colour. I used my gelatos in the background, Copic markers, and various metallic and glaze markers for the bubbles and the jewellery and all that sort of thing. And here's Megan's beautiful page. So fun and colourful. I also coloured this page for the Mermaid Across the Seas week 2 prompt, I think. Oh no, week 1 prompt, which was the Caribbean. So I used Caribbean colours, you know, fun and colourful. So that, my friends, is it. Well done if you managed to make it all the way through with me. I think it was like 50 plus pages this month, which is just ridiculous. So I won't be doing that again, hopefully ever. Amanda, take note. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the pages. Let me know, as always, down below which is your favourite. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. I have a whole bunch of fun videos planned for June, and it'd be great to have you along for the journey. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.